Hey there, sign up Taurus. This is Kim, here to give you your 2026 predictions. So let's see. Opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. I certainly hope that you all had a really wonderful New Year's and that you're doing good today, safe, happy, wherever you're at. It has been a great past year here, so thank you all so much, my returning people that have been with me for the last few years. I've seen the channel grow. The readings have evolved. They've changed quite a bit. We all have changed quite a bit. And yeah, so thank you for allowing me to be a conduit, a messenger, the go-between here. See what we have coming for you. What? Oh, okay. I'm going to make sure that one gets out there. Sulfur. All right. I'm seeing different things here. Lots of different things. Okay. This is a good sign. A big picture thinking, the peacock's tail. Something that you're going to do in 2026 is going to be very noticed. Okay. You yourself is... well, you're quite colorful. And we think of the spectrum, we think of the seven colors, we think of spirituality for one thing. I would say person with a lot of spiritual power and colors that are showing, because there's this energy of embracing all that you can possibly see. This could be your vision. What do you see coming into reality? You're like just your vision for the future. Yeah, so with that peacock, there's something here that you should be proud of. They have a lot of eyes on you, by the way, because I always see this as like the audience here. So I don't know what you're doing, but maybe it's just your energy that is, attracting different things. And so, blood. Interesting. You have a ruby and you have a garnet here. You have this red rose. You have blood basically like twice if you think about it. See how both of these cards, this is something being detoxed from our blood, but it's used as a metaphor. So it can be a situation that is ready to be moved up and out of there. Could be experience that you're done with, ready for completion, something like that. Sulfur is has a healing property. So whatever it is that it's wanting you to release, it's to heal, and it's so that you can feel what is that song? They're giving me a song that's funny because see, it's an old song, but it's back to life, back to reality. Remember that song? Back to life, back to reality. So there's some, however do you want it? Oh my goodness. Like I'm thinking I was at the skating rink. I think when that song came out. Man, I'm older. Okay. So, but anyway, there's something here about bringing you back to life. This is physical. Okay. So there's a lot of, physical things going on with you 2026. We'll see what else this does, but I mean it's a good sign that something's going to be restored or feeling back to life. And it might be I always think of the nebulas when I see this, or this fog card. I just think of it as something you can't see, and it's like spirit is kind of being a little quirky or funny in your reading, like, oh, time will tell, you just wait, time will tell. Time is what moves the fog along. Heat can move the fog along, a wind, but all we know is it's some element of nature that's going to reveal what the fog has concealed. It's not bad. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, unless your head's in a fog. But I don't think that's what they're saying. I think they're saying that something with time is going to be revealed to you, and something's being formed. I just see this as a nebulous here. It always looks like a nebulous. Okay. So this is exciting. So this autumn card and the conjunction card. There's 9 gold balls on the autumn card. So I usually get the feeling of 9 of Pentacle energy when I see this. Because you think of harvest, prosperity, the reward, efforts paying off. This might be quite a new season for you, just in that respect also. This can be indicating a very big change in financial status and financial, whatever you're receiving this year. It's meant to come together for you, whatever this is. It's also going to be a changing of the seasons coming this year in love, because conjunction, you know, that's a card that represents the eternal love, the thing that is meant to, it's fated, it's destiny, it's intertwined. Can be a person that is, it's highly likely it's a person that is intertwined with your path. And so it's meant to happen. And it's going to happen in a really unique, colorful way. We have all the colors here also. So that's a few messages for you, as far as it kind of looks like this card also can be romance blooming, something that makes you feel alive. Yeah, so you wouldn't be really, you may not know about this stuff, like because of this fog energy, you might, there's something here that maybe there's an element of surprise here from your spirit team that I'm picking up on. Element of surprise. All right. Well, surprise us some more. Let's get some different cards. Wow. The creator and the vision, just right on the cut. I have to talk about it, because here's these trees again. See these trees? Right here. At the bottom, and then there's the mountain, and you had that other card with the, did I leave it on the bottom? I did. I'm going to pull it here, because I see these trees are here, and all of these colors. Oh, wow. This is big. It's talking about something that you are meant to create this year. You will create it. It is coming for you. Your vision. It's all about your vision. So that's Peacock's Tail was about big picture thinking and having a big vision, right? And this vision card also is a vision, but I see 2 owls here. Shared vision. You know, I get a lot of mystery with the owls. I get a lot of claircognizance, even telepathy, like-minded souls, or divinely connected in some way, already connected. And then something with these new energies moving in, making your telepathic connection stronger this year with people that are lined up, that share your vision. This card has another card built into it too. So it has the mountain card. It has the seed here also card. So the seed is that, you know what the seed is? You have to plant it. All you do to ensure it is going to grow, or you hope that it grows, right? Is you plant it in a place that has favorable conditions, and you make sure to water it. Okay, so that, and then you leave it alone, and then you trust the process, because like the fog energy, you won't see what's going on. You certainly don't want to disturb a seed. So a seed gets planted in a dark place almost always. Kind of just the nature of this place. Sometimes we have extreme duality here, you know that. So unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for us actually, it's happened to me several times where you have to reach a certain place of maybe even sadness, sorrow, or despair to get that brilliant idea, or to actually have the spark that was needed for your fuel. You gotta have the fuel sitting around all the time and no spark. And then that spark is like this little, brilliance that comes in and says, no, this is what you needed to light you up. It's something like that. And so the seed was planted. It was planted in a dark place, but it grows and it reaches the light. That is the ultimate goal. So that's what you're doing here. Interesting. You've created this. it's hard for me to say things like this because I don't really, you know, I can't say without a shadow of a doubt that I know for sure, but it seems like you had a vision here. That looks like an eye. Like you had a vision of what you wanted to create in this lifetime, what you wanted to come together, big picture thinking, because it's conjunction. They're just showing me like a timeline with a person's like certain specific events that are going to happen on a timeline for you, and they're planned. Like they're planned. I can't, like I said, well, I can't say that without a shadow of a doubt. It's just what I feel like I'm getting here is that whatever this is kind of a big creation, because it's coming from, it's like a soul that has free will, many different choices, but there's going to be certain things that will definitely take place because you wanted them to be interweaved into your, what we call destiny or dharma. So a very strong connection with your higher self in this reading. Your seed crystals or mental plane must be wide open. And those are those chakras, the 8 and 9 that's above your crown chakra. I have been picking up on that a lot for signs. Especially when anything comes into play in the reading where they're like, yeah, this is destiny or this is written for you. I feel like it's more so this area has been cleared, activated, reset, whatever word you want to give to it, has more power going through it, getting through to your avatars, because these are outside of your body. They're channeling in information from things like your higher self, angels, whoever, actually, any kind of higher frequency being, or for some, I'm going to say a lower frequency, maybe, if that's what they want to choose. It's not like I'm going to condone anything, but the 8, 9, 10 is the mental plane, okay, and the 10th chakra is actually beneath your feet. And I'm not here to judge either. We have duality, so you're creating with your higher self, where you're getting the information or where you're pulling inspiration could be from anywhere. You have access everywhere and your channels are wide open. I think that's the main part of that message. Channels are wide open. Yeah, look, the cut is right at, wow, right at tarantula. Why do I keep doing this in your reading? I don't usually do this where I just like split the decks and lay them down. But there's something different obviously about your energy. Just today, there's something different about your energy. And there's going to be something different with your energy here 2026. Because I'm doing everything different and not really sure why. But it's all, the reason why, actually, is because it's lining up. Like every time. This is how your year is going to go. What a brilliant idea that they're giving me of. You're just going to keep going on doing things and then you just do something random and here's the answer, or here's the reward, here's the surprise. It's like pleasantly surprised almost every single day is what I'm getting. Please accept and believe in that energy, because that's actually a really good energy to be constantly pleasantly surprised. Now, this may be because the wheel has been down here for you for a while. You know, or maybe you have this curve. Maybe you see life as a curve or a wave, and maybe we're down here for a little while. We know it's going to go up, but I see this as progression and exponentially happening for you. So the reason I love this so much, but it's just all lining up, is the tarantula. For one thing, a very beautiful spider when you see them. Of course, they're gorgeous. But the tarantula represents your crossroads decision. And it's intertwined with your life purpose. It's a big energy to get. Now, the reason it's under a fire sign, I believe, or well, at least I'm going to say to that message is that it has to do with some sort of action taken at a crossroads that involves your life purpose. And you're just getting more clarification that your vision, your third eye vision, and your connection with spirit is pretty much on point. With the unicorn, your connection's very strong. It's the 6th chakra that's represented there, and that is your third eye area, your connection, your pineal gland connection, like with that horn as being the representation. So the unicorn might be significant. The owls, I didn't even talk about where this is going to take you, because these messages are just coming in really fast about how something is coming about pretty soon for you. But the vision, I said the mountain card was here in it too. I like how she kind of combines cards. This person, I don't know if you can see them. They're at the very top right here. Do you see that? Let's see. This person is being exalted. They're truly being exalted, almost like exalted by the Most High, because there's a certain allowance, like allowing you to get to this pinnacle of success if you want to. It's a big point in your life where you're going to reach the top of some sort of success or goal that you're wanting to. And you have a lot of people looking at you. And it's all because of this vision that you have. So how can this vision come about? Possibly through a partnership that comes in. Like I said, there's some sort of spark. Once the spark is there, then it's like this all evolves. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for romance, but I mean, it certainly can. It kind of comes across that way with this blood and everything, but it can also be because this person's meant to be that spark that gets you going towards your life purpose. So you'll have a lot of success. Only warning with that card is it gets lonely at the top. So it can tend to take you to a point in your life where you may experience a lot of isolation because of a certain amount of success. But parallel universes. Interesting in the way that it just kind of plopped out there like that. Parallel universes. Okay. This is your choice point. All of these choices in this card those dots represent action choices. And this is kind of going back to what I've already touched on when I said seems to be some sort of soul plan with a lot of allowance for free will, right? Free will, it's ultimately all free will. I don't even want to get into that debate, but there's all these choices, but they all have actually led to this one point right here. Doesn't it look like no matter what the choice was, it was always going to lead to this one point, and that's because something is destined for you. And this is to remind you that at all times, you have many choices available. Infinite, in fact. Infinite. Wow. You have the infinity sign after we just talked about infinite possibilities, and you have the multiverse. Goodness. Whew. This card is about dropping all the laws that govern you, all beliefs that you think are either in the way or keeping you in a certain position, or this is so, because see, this line represents the surface, and so right here it looks like it appears that we only have this option here, that what meets the surface, or what we think the laws are that govern us, and universal laws, whatever it is, like whatever you think holds you back. They're saying there's been another universe that has something different. I don't know what that exactly means, but I do know that there's infinite possibilities. And this is another card that says tons of different choices. And before that, I was going to say, because I don't know exactly, what your soul has planned, but if your soul planned for an experience that sets you on fire, that makes you feel alive, it's a partnership, it's a romance, it's intertwined with feeling good about the work that you've come here to do. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. It can actually be attached more to the feeling, what you wanted to experience in that sense. So, because I see so many options available to you, but everything coming to some sort of point. And this is your point. This is your point of destiny here. You have 2 infinity symbols in your reading. That's very significant. The infinity symbol in the tarot is on the magician. You know, it's usually like right above the magician's head, or somewhere on that card there will be a infinity sign. It's usually, sometimes it's on the strength card also. But this is big for you. This is big. You're going to have a lot of different choices here this year. Let's pull some from the 108 Oracle just to get kind of like closing out messages, because this is it is a general for Taurus, but your collective as a whole here seems to be very fortunate with manifestation abilities, infinite possibilities that all somehow, it may be a paradox, but somehow all of these possibilities are still going to line up with your life path, your purpose, your crossroads that you're meant to come to. And it always does. Every single lifetime, no matter what universe you're in, it always comes to this point. It's really interesting. Whoa, too many. The Broken Vase card, which is actually a good card if you look at it, it means that you have the opportunity to overcome any kind of trials or misfortune that you've had in your life, or any kind of setbacks that you've had. So when I said maybe you felt like that you were on the bottom of the wheel or something, this is different. Yeah, this is opportunity to change that. Pioneer card on the bottom. I have the bedroom card, sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, love affair, sleep, contentment, leisure, nap, sleep on it, alone time, oasis, retiring, dream time, astral travel, call it a day. So I thought that might be also something that comes in. Oh, so this vision, wow. This vision that you have is definitely, like I say, the tarantula here is tied to somebody that is, their life, their purpose is tied to this big crossroads that's coming together this year. It is spiritually linked here, is what they're saying with the cross, because this is a person who is purpose-driven, who feels like they're heeding a call in some way, and ultimately, this is for the greater good. So, yeah, I mean, you have a lot of protection here with that. With that being said, you have a lot of protection, and any kind of setback, you will find the opportunity to solve it very quick. So that's what I see for you all. And I'm sending you love and light. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need a private reading, information is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.